Sup Shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to Esper Reviews, where today we have ourselves a track by an actor named Rescue titled If Life. And if we switch over to here, we have ourselves a track on Music B. We have the single out here, sorry. Got a beautiful woman with a piano and dolphins and sea turtles and everything like that. So that's pretty dope, I like that, it's cool. Really interesting imagery. We're going to listen through this track from start to finish. I've listened to Rescue before, I typically appreciate what she does, I like her music. But I'll obviously try to remain. I'll try to not be biased by that. So let's just go. Let's do it.
Give me a day that's not yesterday. That's the day I want to live. Give me a day that's not tomorrow. That's the day that makes me live.
This is a huge contrast to what I'm used to from Rescue. I've listened to a bit of her music before. Some of it has been very provocative. This is a lot more somber though. I appreciate the skill shown with the piano playing alongside the dexterity of herself as a vocalist, to being able to do. It sounds great so far. Obviously we've got ourselves a talented person here. I think it's interesting trying to pick a day that isn't today, trying to go back and find somewhere a bit better, you know?
That's the day. That's the day. That's the day.
Wow, dude.
That makes me. Oh, it makes me. Yeah, it makes me.
I'm thoroughly impressed with this, actually. Rescue's got herself a banger on her hands, and it's for different reasons that usually call a track a banger. It's a really gorgeous, precious, delicate-sounding track with his piano melodies, both hands, caressing each other, you know? It sounds wistful, like Rescue's been doing some introspection and trying to figure out, whether she wants to live in today or yesterday. And I love the vocal ornamentation. Shout out to Rescue for those held notes with a bit of legato and vibrato, and it's not an easy thing to pull off, but she managed to nail it. Great vocal technique so far, really cool. Oh, bass, drums.
It's not with you today. Maybe it will be tomorrow. If life is not for you today, maybe it will be tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Before we get into the next part, I like the fact that we introduced some new lyrics in here, some additional vocal melodies on top, layering it, making it bigger, making it sort of like more, adding further textures to it. The bass guitar, or the bass instrument there, is rolling nice and sweetly down the bottom end. And that quarter note kick is all you really need at this point in time, eh? It just keeps the groove going. It's a nice change from what we had initially. Fantastic.
La 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 la.
Ooh, great choice of unison note there. Excellent. Great choice to come in with that second voicing there. Call and response with the higher piano line. Going down with those extended chords. Those arpeggiated runs there are just fantastic, and it's nice to have the space in the mix as well as the dynamic range. Not all the notes are the same loudness. We haven't compressed it too much. It's got depth to it.
Are you alone again? And are you nearing the end? And are you coming home again? Did you find that? Oh, did you find that? Did you find that friend?
Did you find that friend? Asking if they're alone or if they found a friend. If that happened, if it worked. What were the possibilities? Were they endless or were they predetermined?
If life
A glockenspiel?
for you today,
I think, for a moment.
Maybe we'll be tomorrow.
Great vocal fry
If
there.
life is not with you today, maybe it will be tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Wonderful. Maybe life will be with you tomorrow. You know, maybe if today is not your day, tomorrow will be better. Again, I think, because this is the conclusion for If Life, the story is about wondering about whether their life would be better if they could go back in time, or wondering to go back to a different day where things were more preferable, debating their existence, their choices, and then thinking about the other people that they interacted with, wondering if those other people found friends or if they're still alone, just the possibilities, it kind of sounds like the kind of music that kind of represents a person, like a person awake at night, considering, with their heads rushing with all these different thoughts about things that had occurred, The vocal performance to carry the story is utterly sensational. RESKYOU is a fantastic vocalist, really skilled, emoted incredibly well. The way style of performance made sense with the story. I think that the structure of the track with the verse, chorus, with the instrumental parts coming in at the start and the end there, that bass and drum accompaniment with the piano was a great choice there, and the main musical theme was absolutely splendid. It was so gentle. It suited really well with the style of it and the vulnerability that's shown by RESKYOU here, and the intelligence as well, that thoughtfulness. It was all very stylistically cohesive, and I think the piano performance was very, very interesting. It was nice that we had some, well, not necessarily punchy chords, but some parts where there was more of an emphasis on some parts, and then we had little light sort of glissando parts or whatever, not glissando, but you know what I mean. Like it was an intricate, textured, and well-considered performance on the piano, and I think the piano, as well as the vocals, were the star of the show. The bass and the drums, as well as the backing vocals, were just there to give that kind of added spark, even though I will give credit for going up the fretboard and exploring those higher registers a little bit where it was appropriate. The production, the recording, mixing, mastering was sensational. Again, it's a consistent thing across RESKYOU's music, and I came into this at the start knowing it, and I was not disappointed. The EQing, the stereopaning different instruments, the placement of the different additional layers and the sub levels of some of the instruments, and a little glockenspiel bits and little extra little bits of spice, and I'm not entirely sure where I had that sound. I think it was just a cool sound to add to the rest of the mix, and that was considered appropriate, and I can't necessarily complain with that. But yeah, no, it was nice and full sounding. The compression limiting been done well. Everything's filtered nicely, and it sounded like a very professional performance there. RESKYOU ought to be proud of themselves. Well done to them. Thank you very much for this opportunity to review your music. But that's effectively my review of If Life by RESKYOU. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go show RESKYOU some love via their various social medias. And, I think they'll be on YouTube and Spotify and all the digital stream platforms soon. And please also remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. Catch you in the next review. Spiderhands Out.